Hey guys, Big Yacker here. Today I'm going to be doing a parking pole, pretty much parking fish. People call it a parking pole, stakeout pole. One thing I have not found though yet is a video on YouTube on how to make a fiberglass parking pole, or like I said, fish pole, stakeout. And so today that's what I'm going to be doing. I found a guy on Amazon that actually sells these 8 foot in length, 3/4 inch solid fiberglass poles. I think they're actually tree posts or tree poles to hold up newly planted trees, but they'll work out just as good for our purpose. So let's go ahead and I'm going to show you exactly what we need. If the lighting's not great in here, I'm sorry. I'm actually in my father's garage. That's where all the good tools are. But you're going to need a T-handle or a piece of PVC to fit the 3/4 inch solid rod. You're going to need an eyelet. That's going to go through here, and that'll actually attach to the carabiners, which is going to attach directly to the anchor trolley or the kayak to keep you in place whenever you're in the shallow flats or shallow water. This is actually just a preference. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this around the rod just for a little bit of added comfort. You can either get the padding that you use for your baseball bats, or I think what this is the padding that goes on tennis rackets. And you're also going to need 2 carabiners, one to attach to the eyelet that goes onto the T-handle, and another one that's going to actually attach to your kayak. So let's get started. Alright, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and get your pole down to about 6 foot or whatever preferred length. I'm going to have mine at about 6 foot. Pretty much anchoring in anything with a stakeout pole that's more than 6 foot. It's not necessarily dangerous, but it's a lot harder for that weight to be distributed on the pole. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so it doesn't really matter what end you're starting from, but you want to go ahead and mark out your 6 foot point. Then you're going to want to go ahead and cut it. Now with any type of fiberglass, you want to make sure that you use your safety glasses. Shards of this stuff, it's no joke. So utilize your safety glasses. We got that off. Measure one more time just to make sure. A little bit shy of 6 foot, but I won't complain. Alright, so the next thing we need to do is we need to go ahead and sharpen one end. That's actually going to be the side that's stuck in the mud, placed in the mud. So you want to make sure that this is pretty tight, because you are going to be working a lot trying to get it perfect. You don't want it a super thin point, but you do want something that is going to be strong enough and sharp enough to where it can stick in the mud. And possibly, if you're doing saltwater flats, go for some oysters. go ahead and grab the camera and show you guys what the tip looks like. Alright, like I said, you don't want it way back here because then you're going to have a lot of thin fiberglass. This right here works perfect, and that'll definitely go through the mud. It's really thick, and there's no chance of that breaking off, especially putting it in the mud. You might dull it putting it in through some oyster beds, but that is a good tip. Alright, our next course of action, T-handle needs to be placed on the end of the rod. Now, this is exactly 3/4 inch fiberglass. It is hard to find a piece that will actually fit this. So what I decided I was going to do is, and I tested it out in Ace Hardware, knowing that there was a possibility I might have to buy a ruined piece of PVC T-handle. But if you're to take a rubber mallet, place this on the end and beat it a little bit, this T-handle will go on here and it will not come off. So that's what we're doing now. Alright, so you want to get it on there as far as you can without actually popping it with the mallet. Once you get it secured, now if you do not have a large table grip or whatever you call this big old thing, if you don't have one of these, you can try to do the sharpened edge or the pointed end last. Do this side first. Go ahead and set it on the ground. Once you cut it into the piece that you want to go ahead and cut it into, and then go ahead and set it flat on the ground and go ahead and beat it in. So. That's in there a little bit further. Alright, we are in there. That is not going anywhere. Loosen up our grip. And there is the makings of a fiberglass stakeout. Now, there's a few more little modifications that we're going to put on there. We are going to put our stainless steel eyelet right there. And I am going to wrap it with the tape, the grip tape. And this is, like I've said, just to add a little bit more grip. It is not a absolute must that you do this. I'm just doing this just to have a little bit of, like I said, extra grip. Alright, so you're going to want to make sure that you drill a hole, like I said, for the eyelet. The eyelet is going to be placed just like this, but it's going to be in the middle of the PVC, right here. Alright, so you're going to want to make sure you don't get all wobbly, drill straight through, then we'll go ahead and place that in there. Alright. Now that that's in there, take our eyelet, and you don't want the type of eyelet that has, or you don't want the type of eyelet screw that has the sharp, like wood going into wood. You want the kind with the nut and bolt. Place that through there, place it through there, get all this stuff out of here. Go ahead and put your nut on there. Alright, then you're going to want to tighten that down. Alright, now what will happen is you'll go ahead and you'll take one of your eyelets. Make sure again that these are stainless steel. For all you guys fishing saltwater, make sure they're stainless steel. Go ahead and clip your carabiner on there. Alright, you'll have a piece of paracord or a piece of really thin nylon. You go ahead and place right here. Then you'll have your other carabiner be placed on the opposite side on the other end of the paracord or the thin nylon, and that will actually attach to the O-ring on the side of your anchor trolley. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this pole is going to be able to allow you to anchor up in some really shallow spots that you want to stay in and congregate around some reds or maybe some trout, freshwater fishing, maybe some perch or some bass or brim, whatever it may be, or maybe you just want to chill out and do some catfishing. You know, I like that on occasion. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate the subscribes. On some of my other videos I've noticed they're getting close to 1,000. I really appreciate that. It helps me get out there and get a little bit more well known. And I really do enjoy making the videos for you guys. And regardless if I catch any fish or if you know, hopefully these DUIs, hopefully these DIYs. I'll spell it out on the screen. Guys, hopefully these DIYs help you guys out. Like I said, I enjoy making them. So until next time, tight lines.